Okay, it's time to actually put together the harness and then put it in the motorcycle. Now, this is the harness, okay? And this is the module, okay? So to put them together, I mean, I know that this is pretty dummy simple, but that's it. You just push the one into the other, okay? Then we have this thing. This is your electric eye, and we'll deal with what we're going to do with that in a little bit. And then this is the connector that goes into either this or this. And of course, this is the connector to the motorcycle itself. So I think what I'm going to do now, come on around here and let me talk with you about some of the challenges we face in putting this together. Okay. All right. Now, kind of the challenge is, see, this is a big headlight housing, and there's not a lot of room, between this and the end of the motorcycle. Now, one thing I've got to deal with is that this has a headlight adjustment right here, and this has to be in its full down position to do the install. So I'll show you what this knob looks like. Come over here. This is the headlight height adjuster from the back of the motorcycle here, or the rider's position. It's located right here, and this has to be in a full down position. So I'm twirling it until this thing has to be in a full down position, like that. Why? Because the headlight housing's going in. Okay. Now, that's what it's supposed to do. But the issue is, you see, that there's not a whole lot of space. Let's come over and look together here. There's not a whole lot of space in here for that module. There's a hole there, and there's a hole over on this side that might be big enough. This area back here, okay, it might be. Otherwise, we're going to have to go down that hole right there into that cavity, okay? So this is a consideration that be thinking about is where are you going to put the various electrical components, understanding that you have to have a place for this, your module, and you have to have room for the harness too. I can bend these wires a little bit so that it can fit in there a little better. And just, to make sure there's room for all this stuff. Now, I'm going to show you on the bike how I'm perceiving these challenges. I do not feel it's very likely that I'm going to be able to put it here, and I don't think it's very likely I'll be able to put it there, but I might. If I could put it here, that would be really great. But then I have the issue that I have this thing too that has to fit, and that could kind of go into there maybe. So that might work. Let's just see what happens when I take this and try to fit it in. It's rather difficult to do this with the whole harness together. It really is. But I happen to have another one of these things here, and to see what happens when we try to just fit it in there. Is there room? I don't know. I'll be darned. There is room for that on this side, it looks like. So the answer is yes. Well, I lucked out. Okay, and what that means is I'm going to go ahead and attach this thing right up into this section here, and that should fit. And then this I'm going to put on a little hanger, and I'm going to move it up through the handlebars through there. In other words, that electric eye, I want it coming out through here, so I'm going to have to go into that hole. I'm really sorry that this is not easier to show, but that little red light you see there, that's actually through to the front of the motorcycle. And that's where I'm going to put the thing. So I'll probably jam. I'm going to put my module here with tape. It comes with this two-way tape thing. So I'm going to put that up here, and then the other wires I'm going to jam down this hole, and hopefully that will work. But you will have to kind of figure out, you know, where you're going to put this plug-and-play stuff. Understanding is in this bike, there's not a lot of room, but there appears to be enough room. Next video, we're going to actually put it in.